afternoon. This is Barry Ewing from Eagle Sports Shares in Snellville, Georgia. Our discussion today is about wheels. Court wheels, to be specific, not racing wheels. These are court wheels and everyday wheels. And just to let you know, this is not every variation of these things. This is just several variations. We could talk for hours on all the different wheels available out there. And it's just that these are probably some of the more popular ones. If you'd like to talk about any specific wheel, if you send in to accesseagle@gmail.com, we'll bring it up sometime and talk about a particular wheel. But to start off, we're going to start from the most economical wheel and go forward from there. The most economical wheel we have is this wheel here. Now, what is this? This wheel is all straight pull spokes, 90-degree ends. Sun makes this. It has a double wall rim, CR20. And this has been the standard wheel for a lot of years. It's very tough. It has stainless steel spokes. But it does require a little bit of maintenance. And what it does, impacts of all these spokes tend to loosen them up. So as the more contact, you're probably going to have to adjust these. Now, price point on these are very economical. You're looking at some that we could sell you a pair of these with hand rims, the tires on them, standard tires, certain ones, for under $200. They're just standard. So if you're getting these on your chair, this is a standard production stuff. We use them sparingly because the fact being this is the oldest version of everything. So if you want a replacement or if you're getting these, they're alright. They work fine. They work good for years. But it is one of the most economical things out there. Standard. Lower performance. Okay. Now, second, going on to another Sun wheel is this one. This is what we call an Equalizer. Now, it's manufactured by Sun Metals. Also, but the difference is it has radial spokes on the back, straight pulls, not 90-degree ends, just straight pull spokes. And on this side it has 90-degree ends, but they're cross-laced. Now you say, what that for? Well, cross-lacing, when you take an impact, 3 spokes or 4 spokes takes up the impact all at one time. You won't just knock one spoke out. If you're going to take out spokes in these wheels, you're probably going to take out 2, 3 all at one time. These are excellent wheels. I give them a 30 to 40% increase over the first ones because they're radial on the back, cross-laced on the outside, and what this does, it gives them strength. The rim is a different rim. It's a double wall rim, except it's shaped a little bit different, and it is extremely strong. We use these a lot on our economic chairs, our standard equipment, because they have a very low price point too. You know, on these, you look at $250 for a set of wheels. That's going to last you just as long as any of the Spinergies. Okay, these wheels are very durable. You may have to have them trued every couple of years, but without any tremendous impacts, these are a bang for the buck. Okay, now moving on to the next wheel, and just so you get the hand rims on these. The same hand rim that fits on the first wheel fits on the second wheel and would probably fit on any of the other wheels that we're going to show you. So hand rims are hand rims. We only use basically hard coat anodized hand rims that Sun Metals manufactures. They are the best, and so we mainly use those. We can buy cheaper versions of these things, but that's what we do because of the high durability and low scratch. They are very hard to scratch. As far as tires go, that's a different discussion for another day. Any wheel that I show you, we can rotate tires, one tire to any of the different wheels, just as long as it's got the right size. So this is an excellent wheel. Excellent. I sell a lot of these, we do, to program because they last. Their longevity is amazing. And if you have any problem, it's very economical to repair, unless it's a total warp. One of the best buys for the dollar, if you ask me. Okay, now next is we're going to start off with this. Is what a Spinergy Spock wheel, SPOX Spock. Now this one, because of its narrow hub, is an everyday wheel. Now a Spock sport wheel would have a ½ inch wider hub. What's that for? To give it more durability and strength for the camber that we would put into a chair. And when I say Spock, that's because it has 3mm spokes. That's a small spoke. Now these Spinergy spokes are durable. The worst thing that you can do to one is get something sharp around them. As long as you don't, they're very tough. Now these 3mm ones are the older wheels. They've been out for years. They are very good. They're extremely light. A lot of people still like the little ones. But the hubs, and you can still get these. It has a dual wall rim, so it shrinks just like the other two. Very tough, very durable. This is a little bit lower price wheel than the next one we'll show you. And whether it is a sport wheel or a everyday wheel depends on the width of the hub. Some of the hubs that we order specifically on these Spock wheels, like if you get a hub, a Spock one with a wide hub and has holes in it, this is specifically for tennis, because tennis doesn't, it's got 24 spokes, okay, and it doesn't need the heavy spokes, because in tennis it doesn't take the full contact. Now, this is going from that everyday hub to this next one. This is the new hub that they have. This is called the SXLX. They cross the outside. They have the holes on the inside. These are radial. These are crossed. These are 4mm spokes, the bigger ones. This is what they mainly sell these on every day. These are very tough. They take a lot of abuse before you would ever need any truing or anything else. Still the same double wall rim, same bearings. From the first wheel to this wheel, it all depends on how wide the hub is. This one has a narrow hub too, that makes it a everyday wheel because of the narrow hub. If you don't know what the difference in one is, if you can measure the hub or send a picture to us and measure the width of the hub, we can tell you immediately where you have everyday, you have that, and if you count the spokes. Because, see, this everyday wheel has 12 spokes here, 6 on the back, 6 on the front. Extremely light, extremely durable. So this is a wheel that is highly rated too. Every day, it's a little more expensive than the other one, the Spock. Now, moving on. This wheel here is a SLX. What does that mean? It's a sport wheel, SXLX. All the spokes are straight pulled, inside, outside. This is a sport wheel, 24 spokes. This is a red hub one, which means it has 5/8 bearings. Well, that's basically rugby type hubs or a lot of one-arm drives and other things. This one is durable. These hubs are made, you can see the hub. If you can see in the picture, it's wider. It's made to have camber, durability. It's got the double wall rim that they all have. These things, with these 4mm spokes, they are very durable. Very, 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 and I repeat that, little do you have to have these trued or even have to replace spokes. You have to be very aggressive to have to replace the spokes. So this is a SXLX tub wheel. This one starts getting a little pricier, Okay, up here. Okay, this last wheel here, this is a XSLX. What does that mean? Same on the back side, straight pull spokes, but on the front side, they're crossing them. That means that when you take an impact, you don't knock a spoke out, it pulls off of several different hits, 2 different spokes. Makes it extremely strong. Also, it also makes the wheel have virtually no side movement in it, because this cross lacing and this straight pull, the design they have is extremely strong for all that camber. This is my pick. I like these wheels the best. I think they're the strongest. I think they're positive. They move. I have virtually never replaced spokes in them. And the only thing about these wheels, and they are a little more costly, and in these, if you ever want a pair, give us a call. Let Stacy give you a quote on the phone of these. Because a lot of people sell these and they have an MSRP on them, but we want to personally give you your quote, because we're going to be the best price in the country on these things. We're here to help you. That's what all this is about, explaining wheels today. Now this, if you can see this is the cap. Okay, what this cap does is it covers up the spokes. You put that on because some organizations feel like that could get you scratched if you fell on it and reached your hand. So, as you see there now, it has a cap on it. You can't hit this, it's covered up. Excellent. A little extra charge for that, but very well worth it. And the thing about these things, whether it be this wheel, that wheel, every one of these is standard 1/2 inch bearings. Unless you order it with the red hub with the 5/8 bearing. And we can change any hub to 5/8 bearings. We have the capability. Call us. We know how to. You got an old set of wheels and you want to change to 5/8 and don't want to throw them away, call us. We'll send you the stuff to repair them. And you can still use them. Or vice versa. It ends up looking like that when you do it. So, all the same there, this is a short session on wheels. These are the main wheels for everything. There is aluminum cut wheels. There's some of the carbon fiber with certain rims with spokes. There's X cores. There's round beatties. But like I said, I could do a whole 8-hour class on everything. We're just giving you our general. If you would like a discussion of any of these wheels at any time, give us a call. We'll set up segments, one of these, just to talk the usual 12 to 15 minutes on them. So, keep us in mind. If you have any, what would we talk, what's going to be next? Well, I think I'm going to do a little bit of chalk on beach chairs. It's the end of the summer in a lot of places, and so let's talk about them. And another going from there might be tennis. Tennis is a sport that you can play and definitely have social distancing. I'm hoping that all of you get back into doing something, but do it in a very safe way. That's social distance. Not every sport has to be contact. And your sport that's all contact, basketball, you can do it by yourself. Keep practicing there. This is going to be over one day, and we're going to be back to normal, fast and furious on the basketball court. If anybody has any more questions, just address our questions again to accesseagle@gmail.com, and we will move forward and get some more information to you. If you have something next week, like I said, I'm doing these on what the requests are for. So if you have any requests, send them in. We'll handle it and answer the question for you. Everyone have a safe time, and make sure that we practice. Have a good day.